how can I word this? Have you done your math today? What's going on YouTube? This is DJ Paradigm. You're watching A Dime's Worth. I definitely listen to my Facebook group. Shouts out to everybody on my A Dime's Worth DJ group. As far as things that you guys might need help with, and the biggest thing for this first episode is getting on the microphone.
I see you, Nate.
So let's go ahead. We're gonna run through about 2 or 3 tips on how you can improve getting on the microphone, what you might need as far as equipment wise, and why you need to get on the microphone. So stay tuned in. Peace. Alright, so first things first, we're going to talk about how you can be more efficient on the microphone, have confidence getting on the microphone, and what you can do to really stand out as a DJ and get more comfortable. So first things first, let's go through the equipment. I will tell you, I am a cheap mother, but when it comes to DJ equipment, I don't cheap out, and neither should you. So I'm gonna show you what I use. I hope you guys can invest. I'm gonna leave the links down at the bottom. Really, it's just 2 things. It's the microphone. You're gonna need an XLR cord and a mic stand. And let's go through those, all right? So first up, I have a Shure SM58, and yes, I do leave my name sticker right here on it so nobody walks off with my microphone. But I feel like for the bang for your buck, I think you're gonna probably pay around $100. And you know, if you hit me up, I can definitely get you a good deal on this microphone. So don't forget to subscribe, take my information down, let me know that you guys are wanting to invest in some high quality equipment, and I will hook you up with my hookup. So this is a Shure SM58. It's hardwired in right here with your XLR cord. This is a fantastic microphone. And then also, this right here is the key. This is called a boom microphone stand by On Stage. It's very heavy. It's probably like 15 pounds. You could sit it right on the table. It extends out. That way you can use both of your hands and you can just have this sitting with the microphone. And you don't really have to have the microphone in your hand while you're having to search through music on your laptop or go through the turntables, hitting the fader. You can have the microphone right on the stand. Boom, you have both hands, you're free, you're good to go. Boom, so you're good to go. We're good to go as far as the equipment. Things you want to know about having to get on the microphone so you can sound good, so the amplification sounds great, you're not cluttered. You don't want to hold the microphone like this. You're not a rapper. We're not trying to look cool. You can hold it, I would say like halfway down, but really just don't cover your entire palm with the top of the microphone. It just sounds really crappy. Really just holding it like this or holding it like this is perfectly fine. And you want to be loud. So when you're talking, definitely have some projection in your voice. Get in there, get some of that bass going, have some energy so people can feed off that energy. So those are a couple of things that will definitely help. Let's talk about number 2, practice. Practice. Allen Iverson, we're talking about this. Are we talking about practice? Hell yes, we're talking about practice. You have to practice getting on the microphone. That's the only way you're gonna get better. If you don't practice in every scenario, whether it's a corporate event, you have to make some announcements, a wedding, you have to make some announcements at a club, you have to make some announcements. So please practice. No matter where you're at, you need to practice. Don't give the microphone to somebody that you don't know that says they can get on the mic, or you know, don't depend on having someone there always to get on the microphone, because there's going to be situations where you actually do have to get on the microphone. And that's the only way you're going to get better, is to practice. Let's talk about how to practice. I practiced And I still do practice in my home, by myself, practicing like I'm mixing. I really don't practice mixing like that anymore because I'm lazy. But let's not go there. Let's talk about how you can get better on the mic. So, I practice in my home. Definitely, I write things down, ideas that I have, put it down on paper, read it back to yourself, and then practice it out loud. I also go through steps as far as remembering songs, remembering how to end songs, so I can bring the fader down, finish out the song, or I can have the audience or whoever's at the club finish out the song and then drop in the new song that's about to come in. That way, you can learn how to transition without really having to mix, and also it just gives you like a more impactful transition. So being on the microphone definitely does that. Let's go through who to practice to. So of course you want to practice in front of an audience, and definitely practice for yourself. Practice in front of the mirror. These are things that you're gonna have to get used to in order for you to come out of this shell, in order for you to become your own brand and not just be a DJ, because really everybody can play music these days. Everybody can DJ. People don't even need to be able to mix. They just have the BPM match and can do that automatically. So we know you can do that. What is going to make you stand out? Being on the microphone is definitely going to make you stand out. So when you're writing down things, definitely understand your surroundings. So of course, saying things that are appropriate, that are might be engaging, definitely funny, writing those things down. There's definitely things that I say in certain environments that I know are gonna hit well with the audience, whether they're funny, whether it's something they can remember. Definitely, in a club setting, oh, it's your birthday, Ashley, happy birthday, let's have some shots with Ashley. Hey, if you're with Ashley, make sure she has a shot right now every half hour. These are things that you kind of you write down, you say them over and over. Then when you're in the zone, you just improv. And from there, you'll become a natural being on the mic. Some things I also say that really help to really just kind of get you into the groove is definitely shouting out the people that support you. Whether it's corporate gig and you say, hey, make some noise for SAS company, holiday party, SAS family, or AT&T holiday family, make some noise. These are the type of things that people engage in. They connect with you. They know, oh, you know what this person is asking me for my energy, so I'm gonna put forth that effort. When you do that, that type of energy really helps build your brand. That separates you from just DJing. Before you go into any gig, you need to learn your audience. So this goes along with writing stuff down. If you know that you have to be at a Sweet 16 for a huge client, that they're paying you very well, of course, definitely research the music, but also research some things that you would know. Ask, reach out to whoever booked you. Say, hey, what are some things that she likes to do? What are some things that her friends like to say to her? Things like that. That way you can interact with the crowd. So just do your research, practice it, make sure you have the routine, and when you're there, you can just mix and match and improv. So step 4, I think we're on step 4, hell, I don't know. Don't be afraid to f*** up. We all f*** up. I have f***ed up numerous occasions. I still mess up. I have messed up at weddings. I've said the wrong names. I have messed up at clubs. When I mean I messed up at clubs, I've probably said the wrong rap bars to an actual song. I have messed up at corporate events by saying the wrong company name. These things happen. Once they happen and it's over, nobody cares. As long as you don't do it twice, you're good to go. So once you're live and in the moment, you gotta understand you're going to mess up. That's part of really just learning. So If you don't understand, you're going to mess up, and then you're just going to keep messing up until you get better, then you're never really going to expand and grow. So don't be afraid to f up. I still f up now. A lot of us, and even myself and a lot of my fellow DJs, have always questioned ourselves as how come we're not getting the headlining gig, or how come we're not getting booked as often as these other guys, or how come I'm the opening DJ and I'm not the headliner. I've had that question asked to myself numerous times. Once I got over and learned the actual concept of getting on the microphone and the things that it's really helped and opened a lot of doors for me as far as DJing, I was able to capture that, be able to hone it, and expand on my brand. So getting on the microphone definitely has its positives. The positives, I would say, that really helped me were being able to put the face with the name. When you get on the microphone, you definitely get a draw. There's a draw that says, hey, you know what? I'm gonna look directly at the DJ. I can tell what he sounds like. I know what he looks like. I know his DJ name. Boom, you're good. Once that happens, whether it's 1 gig, 2 gigs, 3 gigs, whatever, it's going to multiply. So definitely it helps your brand. When you're on the microphone and being able to connect with just one person, whether it's the birthday person or whether it's say, hey, don't forget to tip my bartenders, and the bartenders look up and they see you, they're gonna know your name, they're gonna recognize your face, they are going to even vouch for you when it comes to who they want to go see or who they want to DJ. These are things that's going to help you expand, I promise you. So if you take these steps, whether it's the practicing, writing it down, don't forget you can f up and be okay too. These are things that's all going to help you. So in conclusion, do all these things. I promise you, you will get better, your brand will get bigger, and you'll be a better DJ. Thank y'all for tuning into A Dime's Worth. If you guys have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Please hit subscribe. Please hit like. And if you haven't joined my Facebook group, it's A Dime's Worth. Please check that out. I will be answering more questions. Stay tuned for my next episode. Peace.